Healthy food has become a personality. It's not just something you eat anymore, it's something you perform. People don't just talk about meals, they talk about discipline, lifestyle, and purity. Grocery stores look like moral decision-making arenas. Restaurants label guilt and virtue on menus. Somewhere along the way, eating stopped being about hunger and became about identity. Stay with me for a moment, because the problem isn't nutrition, it's what happens when health becomes pressure. Before we go any further, like this video, share it, subscribe for more content like this, and in the comments tell me what you want the next video to be about. Healthy eating used to mean survival. You ate what was available, what your body tolerated, what your environment allowed. Now it means optimization, precision, control. Every bite is evaluated, every ingredient is judged. Food isn't food anymore, it's a test, and most people feel like they're failing it. The strange part is that healthy food culture doesn't just change what people eat, it changes how people feel about eating. Meals become calculations, social gatherings become negotiations, hunger becomes suspicious, pleasure becomes dangerous. You don't listen to your body anymore, you listen to rules. And rules don't understand context. There's also a quiet anxiety that follows health culture everywhere. Labels are read carefully, ingredients are questioned, every meal carries the possibility of guilt. Instead of food giving energy, it starts taking emotional energy. People spend more time thinking about food than enjoying it. And notice how healthy eating is rarely framed as flexible. It's strict, structured, disciplined. It promises control in a world that feels unpredictable. When life feels chaotic, controlling food feels manageable. But control can easily become obsession, and obsession doesn't always look like health. Healthy food also creates a hierarchy. People compare choices, compare bodies, compare routines. Eating becomes a visible signal of responsibility, of worth, of self-respect. And when something becomes moral, failure becomes personal. Eating a cookie doesn't feel like eating a cookie. It feels like losing control. Ironically, many people who obsess over healthy food aren't calmer. They're more anxious, more rigid, more disconnected from hunger and satisfaction. Because real appetite isn't predictable. Real appetite changes with stress, mood, environment, and time. Healthy food culture often ignores that complexity and replaces it with discipline. There's also the illusion that perfect eating leads to perfect living. That if you just eat correctly, everything else will align. Energy, mood, confidence, longevity, control. Food becomes a promise, and promises are powerful. But life is rarely that simple. People who eat perfectly still feel overwhelmed, uncertain, and exhausted. Because food was never meant to carry that much responsibility. Another quiet cost of healthy eating culture is how it removes joy. Not just taste, but spontaneity, tradition, shared experiences. Some of the strongest human memories are built around imperfect meals, celebrations, family gatherings, late-night conversations. When food becomes rules, those moments become exceptions instead of the norm. Healthy eating also assumes that humans should function like machines. Input equals output. Eat correctly, and you will perform correctly. But humans are inconsistent, emotional, adaptive. Sometimes the body needs structure, sometimes it needs comfort, sometimes it needs convenience. Ignoring that variability creates conflict instead of balance. There's also something deeper happening. Healthy food culture offers certainty, and certainty is addictive. In a world where most problems are complicated and uncontrollable, controlling food feels like stability. But stability built on restriction is fragile. It requires constant attention, constant discipline, constant vigilance. And maybe that's the quiet truth. Most people don't struggle with food because they don't understand nutrition. They struggle because they're trying to manage stress, identity, control, and anxiety through eating. Healthy food becomes less about nourishment and more about reassurance. This doesn't mean health is bad. It means turning health into perfection is. When eating becomes another performance, it stops supporting life and starts competing with it. Sometimes the most balanced relationship with food looks inconsistent from the outside, but inside, it feels calm, natural, sustainable. Now, at the end, this matters. This video is not a study. It's not research. It's not advice. Nothing here is proven or factual. This is entertainment, a human thinking out loud for fun. Don't take this seriously, and don't make decisions based on it. If this way of thinking resonated with you, watch the rest of the videos on this channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.